Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We're back again, ladies and gentlemen, with the Gran Turismo Oldies for round 6. Is it round 6? God, I hope it is. I think it is round 6 of their Manufacturers' Cup showcase, and we're looking at League 3 this round, ladies and gentlemen, at Suzuka. So we're following the Gran Turismo's Manufacturers' Cup, but we are alternating each round between the 3 leagues that they run. And so we are looking in on League 3 this round at Suzuka, one of my favourite tracks. So we're doing a 2 sprint race format in the Group 4 cars, racing medium tyres for both racers, and it's all just about giving it the big welly and getting to the checkered flag. Don't concern yourself with any kind of strategy. It's not needed here. We are just racing to flags, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll have a quick look on that grid before we get going. In the chat already, we have, it's Sinister. Welcome back, Thingy. We missed you. I haven't been anywhere. And Sinister, he says Sinister here. Hey, welcome back. I missed last week, yeah, but I mean, it was F1 and ice hockey. This is the way at the moment, I'm afraid. We fit them in when we can, and if there's a Formula 1 weekend, it makes it very tight on time. And my son was, excuse me, my son was playing ice hockey on a Sunday. He's in the under 16, so can't miss that. I'm a good dad. I take care of my kids. So, yeah. But we're free this weekend. We're going to try and get it all done. And Phaser saying hello, and Sinister saying wait till you see League 1's round 7. Well, we might this weekend. You don't know. We might get round to that. I might be able to close up a little bit of the deficit. We'll see. Right then. So here we are. It's round 6, League 3 of the Gran Turismo Oldies, and we are poised for a 2 sprint race. If we just turn around every time I look, I get a little bit more. And we'll see the grid. Here we go. On pole position then in the Ferrari, it's RPD Racer, ladies and gentlemen. RPD Racer laying down the law in qualifying, going faster than anyone else in this league, setting himself up, poised for a great start in this race. In second place, which I think he's championship leader, it's Old Dude. Old Dude in second in the Peugeot. I've loaded up the game twice, and that's the livery we've got both times, so I'm assuming he's running in standard livery, or there has been something gone very wrong in this replay where they just won't load up his livery and his livery alone. Third on the grid then is Mama Gonna Fudge You in the Renault, and that's a great qualifying for Mama Gonna Fudge to get in there and get some action on the go. Fourth place on the grid, ladies and gentlemen, in the little Alpha is Learner Driver. They should put an L plate on it, shouldn't he? just one single L plate on the back. But it's Learner Driver, ladies and gentlemen, and in fourth, good qualifying. A good qualifying session for Learner Driver there to get fourth on the grid. Risky is fifth in the Peugeot. Risky out there giving it large. Ooh, what's this? Very cool. So Risky out there, and he's starting fifth in this race. Raven in the Alpha, and my word, does that not look like a piece of art, ladies and gentlemen? And I'm gathering it's a special one for Suzuka. Oh, the land of the rising sun. So Daniel's son, So that's Raven. He's starting in 6th place with the Samurai. In 7th, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Dubs. Dubs starting in 7th in the Cayman. And we're looking forward to seeing how it goes for Signore Dubs. In 8th, it's Nathaniel Hornblower. The Hornblower is back, ladies and gentlemen, to blow his horn. So be upstanding for the Hornblower. And let's all give him a big hand. Starting in 8th. 9th place, we have Motto, I think. That's what I've got written down. So Motto in the Genesis. That's a bit, I'm trying to get smoother. Sorry. So Motto starting in 7th in the Nikon Genesis Racing team. Beautiful stuff. In 10th place, we have Pedals in the old school Supra, is it? The old banger one, is it? Yeah, I think so. So hard work already for Pedals. In 11th, Stretchy. The last time we saw Stretchy, he was having a bit of a mare, so we're hoping for a stronger showing. Ah, bless, look, hey, it's the ostrich. We're hoping for a better showing this time around for Stretchy. And in 12th is Oil Pressure, ladies and gentlemen. Oil Pressure, that is a lovely livery. Although he's put a sticker right over the top of the name, I'm sure they're not happy about that. So you could have put that just behind here in that little gap there. Doesn't matter anyway. So there we go. These are League 3 then, ladies and gentlemen. League 3, it's the yellow sticker for League 3. That's how we know where we are. That's how they line up. And yes, we're in for a rate treat, I tell thee. I'm pretty sure. Back to the front then, and let's be underway. A rolling start then. Oop, take the glasses off and get ourselves ready. RPD Racer, they're all on the racing medium tyres. And the lights are out and we are going racing, ladies and gentlemen. One of my favourite tracks, Suzuka. Let's go. So RPD Racer then heading down to that first corner. And it's so brave, throwing it in there. And waiting for that braking until the middle part of the corner, until you're braking for that corner, just going through. Then you're playing a dance in 3rd or 4th gear on that accelerator, trying to get onto all those apexes, dancing around without using the brakes whatsoever, climbing up the hill. And so far RPD Racer doing a fine job up against the Peugeot of Old Dude. Old Dude had a little slide there, a little tyre screech, and Mama Gonna Fudge You is sitting right behind in the Renault. So be careful, Old Dude, because Mama's Gonna Fudge You is on their way. Risky in 4th, Learner Driver in 5th, Dubs 6th at the moment. Looks like everyone's hold station. No, Dubs has made a small mistake. Dubs making a small mistake there, giving Raven the opportunity to move up. And Motto is through as well. Unbelievable. Dubs just a little bit wide, going under the bridge and onto the gravel, and losing 2 spots there as Hornblower closes in as well. Pedals in 10th, Oil Pressure in 11th, and Stretchy has slipped to the back in 12th. So RPD Racer at the moment seems to be holding on quite nicely in his Ferrari, being chased by the Peugeot. Mama Gonna Fudge You in the Renault is in 3rd place, with Risky holding his 4th in the Peugeot. Raven and Learner Driver getting very close here in the Alphas, having an alpha battle down in the mid-pack. And Motto coming through in the Genesis. Motto having a little sniff. He's having a whiff of the air up the side of Learner Driver, but Learner Driver absolutely nails the corner and says, "Not there, sir. No, thank you." But the Genesis is looking very racy for Motto at the moment, and he's climbing all over the rear derriere of Learner Driver. as they make their way around. Up at the front as Old Dude is still, these are still nicely spaced out, the top four. And Raven pulling away from this battle there as Motto does get the move done down the final start straight and up and into 7th place for Learner Driver now. Down to 7th place for Learner Driver as Motto moves up in the Genesis, keeping an eye on Raven, that's doing a great job so far in 5th place, trying to keep on the track. Motto 6th, Learner Driver in 7th. We've got Pedals in 8th place. Pedals at the moment seems pretty safe, but you can't count out the Hornblower. The Hornblower on his way to attack is it an Aussie? Is he an Aussie or a... I believe that's Australian. I don't want to say, New Zealander. So, Learner Driver, at the moment, lost that position to Motto, but Motto's pulled away, and Motto really is looking to go on the attack of Raven, it seems. So, Raven could be in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Motto going full on. Learner Driver slipping back to Pedals as well. So Learner Driver struggling at the moment in this early part of the race. And now Pedals is up and getting very comfortable in the Alpha's toe. Pedals then looking for a way by. Hornblower there in 9th. Oil Pressure in 10th. Stretchy is 11th. He's found a way past the Dubs. The Dubs having a nightmare. And PD Racer leads. So is Pedals then in trouble? No, it's Learner Driver, sorry, is in trouble from Pedals. And Pedals has made the move. They're going into a very fast corner. And Pedals there taking a bit of grass before he goes in there, dude. Not that kind of grass, but, Learner Driver trying to slow down the Alpha for the chicane as Hornblower has a look. Has a little investment in what's going on there. Oil Pressure closing in as well in the BMW, and we're getting a nice tidy little battle here for 8th, 9th and 10th. Pedals tries to bolt it as he chases down Motto, who is getting rather comfortable with Raven at the moment. Risky in 4th, Mama Gonna Fudge You 3rd, Old Dude in 2nd, and RPD Racer holding on to that 1st place. But Old Dude somewhat faster than RPD Racer at the moment, and Old Dude starting to close in on the Ferrari. The Ferrari's going to have to get a wriggle on because Old Dude is on us. It's on it. Sorry. I'm choking on dust here. I'll wet that whistle and we'll lubricate the vocal stuff. So Old Dude is starting to put on the pressure here. Lap 3 of a 25-minute race, and RPD Racer at the moment under pressure. Freddie and David sang a whole song about it, this situation. Mama Gonna Fudge You in 3rd, doing okay. Losing sight of the leaders, but Raven, yeah, was Raven there? Have we lost? Risky, OMG, ladies and gentlemen, Risky has slipped down, way down the order. Was Risky in 4th? I'm pretty sure they were. Have they? It wasn't Raven, was it? I'm sure it was Risky that was up there. So Risky, I reckon, has made some sort of error. And where did they qualify? I'll tell you, 5th. Yeah, so Risky going for a move there on Learner Driver up and into 9th place. Then Learner Driver is getting worse and worse for him at the moment. Oil Pressure in 8th. Oil Pressure's kept it clean, tidy, and under the radar there, but has gained 4 spots so far in this race, starting in 12th, and is up to 8th now. Pedals in 7th, chasing down Hornblower. Wasn't Pedals ahead of Hornblower? So there's been some alterations that we've missed. Motto closing in on Raven. And Mama Gonna Fudge You's got a country mile from these guys. but Motto is really closing in on the Alpha now, here on lap 4, as they head up the hill. And Raven, he's having to keep it very clean, very precise, and very fast, all at the same time, to keep Motto behind. RPD Racer leads from Old Dude. They're very close, though, on track. We will cut to him in a minute. I thought there was going to be some action here from Motto. He looked like he was getting his haunches up. So Old Dude in second place at the moment, keeping a very close eye of RPD Racer, but RPD Racer not putting a foot wrong so far. We're 8 minutes in to this 25-minute race, and it feels like an eternity to RPD Racer. It feels like an endurance race under this amount of pressure, but with this much pressure, you know it's diamonds are made. Mama's gonna fudge you in third. Everything seems safe, and Motto's got the move. Oh, for God's sake, we watched it for so long. So down here into What Spoon, and Motto then goes for the move up the inside, and there was nothing Raven could do about that, really. The door was open, and Motto just rocks on through. Hornblower is up and into 6th, ahead of Pedals, with Risky in 8th, Oil Pressure in 9th. So is that Oil Pressure losing a position to Risky there? Risky back on the move, and I definitely think it was Risky in 4th there that slipped down, and now having to rebuild. Oil Pressure then in 9th, being caught by Learner Driver starting to remember those where the lap time came from when he qualified 4th in the qualifying session, and he's giving Oil Pressure a bit of pressure. Dubs moving up ahead of Stretchy there, and Stretchy having a bit of a nightmare in this race at Suzuka, and Dubs as well. But these two duking it out for the wooden spoon. RPD Racer still under pressure from Old Dude. Old Dude closing in at a rapid rate. Mama gonna fudge you, hoping they do catch each other, hoping they cause them slow each other down when they start racing. But at the moment, RPD Racer doing just enough to stay ahead. Ooh, a little wide there. He would have had to do a lift. He would have had to cost him some time, as the Old Dude almost nailed it perfectly as they come up to the hairpin. And Old Dude, ooh, thinking about having a sniff up the inside. But RPD Racer, he closed that door. He slammed that door shut. But RPD Racer knows he's under the cosh now, as Old Dude closing in and not putting a foot wrong. He's driving that Peugeot perfectly. And Mama going to fudge you in the Renault, hoping these two fall over each other. Hornblower's moved up. No, side-by-side action between Hornblower and Pedals. Pedals closing in on the Hornblower. I'm sure it's Hornblower that's got past Pedals, to tell you the truth. But I'm not sure. I'm missing this race for some reason. So Hornblower out wide, and Pedals goes for that inside line. And it's Pedals then. Oh, and Hornblower goes very wide. And, I mean, Pedals gave him room. It looked like there was small contact there, but I don't think enough to make Hornblower go off the road. Pedals then in 6th. Risky up to 7th now, as Hornblower goes wide in the spoon. And Oil Pressure in 9th. Learner Driver 10th. We've got Dubs in 11th, leaving Stretchy behind. It looks like Stretchy's going quite slow there. And again, we're catching a race where Stretchy is not having a great race. He's up to speed. He's full throttle. So unsure what's going on with the Stretch Meister. But RPD Racer at the moment laying down the law. It looks like he's pulled a little bit out. He's starting to get purple sectors. And Spawny Racer in the chat saying, afternoon thingy. Why, hello Spawny, how are you? RPD Racer then at the moment, solid drive, starting to pull away from Old Dude. And then Mama gonna fudge you is in third place with Motto in fourth. Raven still hunting for the Genesis. He was ahead of the Genesis, and he fancies it. He still fancies it. He still thinks he's got a chance in the wee little Alpha to come up against the Genesis. A David and Goliath story, if ever I've seen one. And Motto just can't make a mistake. But Motto's tyres are getting chewed up a little bit more than Raven. So Raven, he might, come the end of the race, have a bit of an advantage in grip. Risky then back up and into sixth. Hornblower seventh. Oil Pressure in eighth. Learner Driver in ninth. We've got Pedals in 10th. So Pedals, has he slipped back? I'm just, yeah, he has. He did a 27.7 last time around. So Pedals, after all that hard work, slipping back into 10th. Dubs in 11th. And Stretchy there, I think he's back up to pace, is in 12th. 3:05. I think he's just driving around. He's cruising, ladies and gents. I think Stretchy's just having a bit of a cruise in the shag. I'm waiting for a sector just to see. Yeah, 9 seconds. He's not trying. RPD Racer is under pressure now from Old Dude. Mama Gonna Fudge You in a race of their own. But yeah, Raven really closed in on Motto now. So Motto starting to feel that pressure he applied to Raven himself. And it's a big battle here between the two of them. And Big Dan in the chat saying, hi, Thingy. Well, hello, Big Dan. Big Dan's got something special for you, ladies and gents. Don't you worry about it. I haven't got the replay yet, but I'll be looking for it pretty soon after this stream. I don't know if it's the next stream I'm doing. I'm not sure, because it's a new championship, brand spanking new championship from Virtual Racers Club, ladies and gents. Something to look forward to. It's Toyota Crown or something like that. Ooh, very close from the Raven then, as he gives Motto a lot to think about here in fourth place. And Big Dan saying, ooh, exciting. That's what your mum said. RPD Racer then catching up with Stretchy, who's on a cruise around Suzuka, the tour of the track, staying out of the way. And RPD Racer then leads the way. Old Dude in second. Mama Gonna Fudge You in third. And not much happening in Mama Gonna Fudge You's race. It's been quite a quiet affair. Motto and Raven hard at it, and they're going to come across Stretchy, but no, they're by. Oh, Raven out wide there, trying to stay with Motto through the 130R, but Motto absolutely nailed it, and Raven went a little wide there. It said Sigma on the side of Motto's car, and that's the way he's driving at the moment, like a Sigma. Sigmotto, we should call him. Sigma Mama Motto. Raven then chasing him down. Risky in sixth. Is this as far up the ladder he can get? A 2:15.0 last time around, with Raven doing a 14.2 and a 14.2 from Motto. RPD Racer doing a 13.2 with Old Dude. Oh dear, Old Dude's been a naughty boy. And now he's going to have half a second penalty slapped on. That's about a 1 second penalty in real time, after slowing down, paying the penalty and speeding back up again. So, yeah, Old Dude, that's going to make life very difficult for him as we get past the 16-minute mark in this 25-minute race. And Old Dude then picking up a bit of a penalty. He's trying to close in as close to RPD Racer as he can before he has to pay that penalty. Mama Gonna Fudge You having a quiet day, as Motto and Raven do look like they're closing in. What did he do? A 15.4 last time around. Wasn't his best lap on lap 7. and has given a little opening for Motto and Raven, who are absolutely going at it, hammer and nail. Risky in 6th, unable to close up on the guys ahead of him. Then we have Oil Pressure up to 7th now. They're bouncing around all over the place. Who's dropped? Hornblower, I think. Hornblower. Ooh, a 228 last time around for Hornblower, so he's lost a few positions there. Oil Pressure back up and into, well, higher. He was 8th, and now, well, he was 8th, dropped to 9th, and now he's up to 7th. And this is a very good race for Oil Pressure at the moment, with no one giving him any kind of jip from behind. Pedals in 8th, with Learner Driver in 9th, and the Hornblower trying to clamber back, get some of those positions back again. In 10th, we've got Dubs in 11th, and Stretchy in 12th at the moment. Seems to be just cruising. I don't know if he's on autopilot. His hazards are on. I think he's actually driving it. So RPD Racer has gained that advantage now, with Old Dude getting that penalty and slipping a little further back. Mama Gonna Fudge You is pretty safe at the moment, at 14.7 last time around from them, with Motto 14.5. So he's still gained on 3rd place, but not a major amount. But Motto is halfway through his medium tyres. He's giving them a grueling, as is the Renault. But Raven, he's barely touched his tyres. It's still very grippy for the little Alpha 4C, I think. Whiskey in 6th place there. He's chewing up his tyres quite nicely. Oil Pressure as well. I mean, it's not enough to make them fall off the road, but it's enough to make them think. As they go into the corner, they might think, ooh, that's a little chewy. That's not as grippy as it was. Pedals in 8th, doing a little off-road. Was he there? It looked like he was off the road, but all good. We've heard a really big scream from the Hornblower's tyres, and Hornblower at the top of the hill losing the Alpha underneath him and losing positions. Dubs up to 9th now. Dubs on a flyer. Learner Driver has had a bit of a night. Well, not really. Nothing too, unless it's this lap. He's had a big off. But Dubs doing superb after his first lap and his second lap shenanigans. He has been on it ever since, and he's been cutting through the traffic, ladies and gentlemen. Up to 9th for Dubs. Hornblower in 10th. We've got Learner Driver in 11th now. I was going to say Hornblower. Maybe it was the tyres that let him down, but I think it's just he is pushing hard. And Stretchy in 12th. Stretchy still going. I think he's having to cool the engine. I think he's cooling the brakes and cooling the engine out there. Ooh, and you can see he's got no brakes. So yeah, he's definitely having to cool the brakes. RPD Racer out in the lead with Old Dude. The distance is huge now. That's what she said. RPD Racer, after the penalty for Old Dude, it seems like, and the tyres starting to go away from underneath him, it looks like it is a slam dunk. Oh, I say that for RPD Racer, but he is off the road in a major way, up over the hill. But Old Dude, I think, as well, struggling with grip, isn't able to capitalise. Oh, and he's off the road again. RPD Racer really is losing grip here. And Old Dude, he's gaining. So God knows what's happening to RPD Racer this lap, unless he's trying to go for the fastest lap, and he's just slinging it off the road in every corner. But now RPD Racer from a very safe position, it seems. 2 small offs, and it's put Old Dude right in his rear derriere. So RPD Racer, he must be absolutely kicking himself. This lap has gone to pieces. Excuse me, 21.5 minutes in, 3.5 minutes of racing left, and RPD Racer has given Old Dude a Willy Wonka's golden ticket of opportunities. Mama Gonna Fudge You not too far behind as well. If they get into a little bit of a little to do. And Motto there has left Raven. Raven's dropped back significantly from Motto. Motto absolutely flying. Risky in 6th. Still unlikely for him to be able to catch up the top 5, with Oil Pressure having an absolute banging race at the moment in 7th place. But Pedals is somewhat faster than him and is closing in with still time. There is still time here. Dubs has picked himself up a penalty, but he's a nice fair way ahead of Hornblower, who's back in 10th, and he's had a couple of tough laps to deal with. Learner Driver as well, a tough lap for him last time out, and Stretchy on a cruise. RPD Racer then, and Old Dude, as we are coming into the final throes of this race, the final few laps. I think there's another lap after this one. I'm pretty sure they've just started. Yeah, they're definitely going to get another lap after this, which RPD Racer is probably not overly pleased about. He's like, oh, just get this race finished. Red flag it. Mama gonna fudge you in 3rd. They need a virtual races, a virtual safety car, don't they, for someone who's parked miles away from the track. Someone in the car park's parked. So maybe they should put a virtual races, a virtual safety car out. So Old Dude then, very close to RPD Racer at the moment. RPD is struggling with grip for sure. Mama gonna fudge you, not looking like he's gonna close in on them, but Motto off the road, but it doesn't seem to matter. He is absolutely flying in the Nikon Genesis racing team. Raven then in 5th. Looks like it's safe points for Raven, and he's taking those ones. Risky, too far behind to do anything about it in 6th. Oil Pressure in 7th, being caught by Pedals. So there's still racing to be done here, there, and everywhere. Dubs in 9th. Learner Driver in 10th. Hornblower slipping down another position, is he? 11th then, ahead of Stretchy. But RPD Racer, as we come into the final minute of the clock, and these two definitely are going to get across the line before the flag is out. But Old Dude's tyres are hurt. Old Dude's tyres are hurt, so RPD Racer pulling out a little bit of space there as he crosses the line. Start his final lap, has got some distance on Old Dude. Old Dude's tyres are done, sir. They are finished. And Mama Gonna Fudge You crosses the line with time to go. Maybe Mama Gonna Fudge You can mount an attack on Old Dude. Motto in 4th place gets across the line. Raven gets across the line in 5th to start another lap. Risky now is your finisher. He is. No, did he get across the line? Risky across the line then. So Oil Pressure, Pedals, if he wants to do it, he's got to do it quick, because I think the flag is out, and that is Oil Pressure in 7th ahead of Pedals. And then we've got Dubs in 9th. Learner Driver coming home in 10th place. And he's just ahead of the Hornblower, but it looks pretty safe for Learner Driver as he comes across ahead of Nathaniel, or Hornblower, shall we just say. RPD Racer then, all good. Old Dude with his tyre wear. Where is he? He's a distance behind the Ferrari, and Mama Gonna Fudge You too far behind to make any action there. Motto seems safe in 4th, with Raven ahead of Risky, and Risky quite out wide because his tyre wear is pretty shot as well. RPD Racer coming through Spoon. Everything seems pretty safe for him. He's got Stretchy just up ahead in the shag, but Stretchy has been staying out of the way, so won't cause any effect there. Old Dude, no grip. Tried to pull in to get a bit of tow from the shag as he chases down RPD Racer. Is still always a chance. The Ferrari might go off the road, but not a chance. RPD Racer from pole to checkered flag, never lost the lead. Fantastic drive from RPD there. Well done, my friend. Great, strong drive. Under pressure as well. And that's a win for RPD. with Old Dude in second place. Mama Gonna Fudge You rounds out the podium. Great drive from Mama Gonna Fudge You. And then Motto, who had to make his way through the traffic to grab fourth, best of the rest. Raven in fifth, safe point, solid drive. And they come through in fifth place, ahead of Risky, who was fourth and dropped down the field and had to fight his way through to come in sixth in the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, RPD Racer in the Ferrari takes the win in the first race here for round 6 at Suzuka, ahead of Old Dude, who in the end, I think his tyres were just crushed and he couldn't put up a fight to the Ferrari. Mama Gonna Fudge You in the Renault, in third, with Motto in the Genesis in fourth, the Hyundai. Raven in fifth in the Alfa Romeo, with Risky in sixth in the Peugeot. Oil Pressure coming home seventh now. Oil Pressure, that was an impressive race, starting in 12th, making his way up to 7th in the BMW. So great drive from Oil Pressure. Respect where respect is needed. Pedals in 8th place, and going for that battle with Oil Pressure at the end there. It was good fun. Then Dubs having a bit of a comeback story as well, going way back to the right to the back, and fought his way up to 9th place, ahead of Learner Driver, who qualified 4th and just seemed to lose all the pace that he had in qualifying for some reason. So Learner Driver back in 10th. Hornblower was very fast, but on the edge, ladies and gentlemen, on the edge. Had a habit of slinging it off or spinning it around. Comes home in 11th, and Stretchy just sort of I don't know, he was on a cruise. He clocked out halfway through the race and was just cruising around. So we have one more race. Give me one sec. I've got to take my jumper off. It's quite warm today, so we're in the middle of winter. Give me one sec. Wow, it's November and I'm down to one layer, ladies and gentlemen. A t-shirt in November. This definitely is a sign of it's the end. Global warming is here. It's real. Get on a boat and moan about it. Right then, let us move on to race 2 to see what is going to happen. Okie dokie. Now, and see how many times I have to load this bugger up. Do, 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 do. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we have it loaded up now, and we are going to get up the scores on the doors. So RPD Racer will start off from the front, ahead of Old Dude. Mama Gonna Fudge You in 3rd place. Motto now starts in 4th place after a fine race from him. Starting 9th, remember, 9th from that first race, made his way up to 4th. And can Motto be a force to be reckoned with? Excuse me. I should have paused. I didn't think. I should not paused, but muted. Motto 4th. I forgot my train of thought. I'm moving on. Raven in 5th. Risky in 6th. We've got Oil Pressure in 7th. Pedals starting in 8th. Dubs starts 9th. Learner Driver starting in 10th. And Hornblower, come on, cameraman. Is that it? You just give up? We're just staring at the wall. Hornblower in 11th, and Stretchy, there we go, Stretchy in 12th. Right then, another 25-minute race, ladies and gentlemen, and what's going to happen this time out, I hear you ask. Well, don't you worry your pretty little heads about it, we're just about to find out. We're racing now, ladies and gentlemen, for our second race here in round 6 for League 3. In the Gran Turismo Oldies, the Ferrari dashes to the first corner, and he knows what to do. He's done it before, and old dude, has he learned? Now they've got to look after their tyres a bit more, I suppose. The Peugeot especially, and who else was it who was struggling with the tyres? Motto all over the rear derriere of the Renault, and Motto was a man on the move last time out, so keep an eye on him. Raven in 5th place ahead of Risky. Risky had the pace for 4th in that first race, so he'll be wanting to come through as well. Oil Pressure in 7th, made his way through the pack in the BMW. Pedals in 8th place ahead of Dubs in 9th. Dubs hanging it out a little wide, and Hornblower's gone. Hornblower has gone. He drives on the raggedy edge, ladies and gentlemen, and that is what's fun about the Hornblower. But the Hornblower, he sometimes slips over that edge. Stretchy in 11th now, moving up a position with the Hornblower, throwing it at the scenery. Old dude's through, sorry, gosh. We watched 25 minutes of old dude trying to get past RPD Racer. We're not going to miss it when he finally does. Into the second race then, and old dude just slings it up there. It looked like RPD Racer was like, after you, sir. A little heavy on the brakes from the Ferrari for the hairpin, and old dude absolutely committed to a late break scenario and got through and into the lead. So now the Peugeot's in the lead, but the Ferrari knows from race 1 that the tyres on old dude's car are fragile. They're China. They're made of fragile stuff, as the Ferrari gets very close through Spoon and gives old dude a bit of a nudge, a help it seems, because old dude's pulled away as Mama Gonna Fudge You up is now closing in on the Ferrari. The Ferrari in trouble here through 130R. Absolutely full committance through the corner there from the Ferrari, and Mama Gonna Fudge You staying in 3rd, with Motto looming large in 4th. And Motto, is it just a wait for the other tyres to go off? Because I think the Genesis tyres were pretty smooth, weren't they, in that first race? Raven in 5th place as well, with Oil Pressure keeping a close eye on them. Risky in 7th. Has Risky fallen behind Oil Pressure? I think he has, you know. I think Oil Pressure was 7th and Risky was ahead. So I believe Risky has made a small mistake, giving the BMW another position. And Oil Pressure is quite happy about that. That's cracking stuff from the BMW driver. Risky then in 7th, with the Dubs in 8th in the Cayman, and Pedals in 9th, having Lerner driver in the Alpha, all up and about his business, trying to commit to an overtake, but Pedals says, not here, sir, not now, just wait. So Pedals then keeping a hold of that 9th place as Lerner driver tried to go on the attack. Stretchy in 11th ahead of the Alpha of Hornblower. Old dude leads from the Ferrari of RPD, and Mama Gonna Fudge You in and about that business as well. Motto in 4th ahead of Raven. No movement so far since the big overtake from dude on RPD. Old dude then, we know he's got to make hay whilst the sun shines, because his tyres are going to go away. The last couple of laps are going to be a big struggle for the Peugeot driver, so he needs to build a buffer up for the end of the race, because the Ferrari's tyres looked a lot more usable come the end of the race. Mama Gonna Fudge You, he's going to want to stay closer to the guys than he did in the first race, because he kind of lost sight of them. Razorback in the chat saying hi thingy, hi chat. Well, hello Razorback. And Rob in the chat saying good afternoon sir, sorry I'm late, I had a lousy night's sleep, so I slept this morning instead. Dude, sleep is something very bizarre to me at the moment. I slept all day Friday after my night shift, and then went back to bed around 2-3 o'clock on Friday night, and slept all the way till nearly 11:30 today. I'm just all over the place. I think it's affecting my comms as well. I can't find the words that I need. I don't have the recall. It's either old age or sleepiness. Mama Gonna Fudge You in third. Motto is definitely closing in. Motto is definitely Motto, M-O-T-O. He's definitely closing in. I mean, if we class the 1 as an L, it could be motel. Motel? Is it motel? No, because that's an EL, isn't it? Mottle. Oh, what happened to Mama Gonna Fudge You? Heavy on the brakes somewhere around there. And I don't know. Oh, he's hit something. Mama Gonna Fudge has definitely hit a bit of scenery. Lovely sideways action and a knock on the alcove there. And that gave Moto the job he needed to get up and into third. Mama Gonna Fudge You carrying a bit of damage, which is great for the Alpha behind. Raven making his ninja moves. Yeah, he's in the shadows. Ready to dive in and attack. Ha! I don't think it's racist. Maybe a little racist. No, I don't think it's racist because I've been listening to Bad Friends podcasts and they do it all the time. It must be fine. So, and I grew up with like Bruce Lee films. They all talked like that. Oh no, RPD Racer slinging it into the outer worlds. Motto up and into second place. And RPD Racer now struggling with Mama Gonna Fudge You up to third. And RPD Racer, the Ferrari, giving up in 130R in the most spectacular way. And Raven saying, if you're giving it away, Bonnie, let me have a piece. But RPD Racer holding strong there in fourth place. And Risky, they're all queuing up for a piece of the racer there. Old Dude leads. Motto in second. And Old Dude, he has built that buffer up. We talked about him needing the buffer to keep a distance away from when his tyres die later in this race. And as they inevitably will do. And he's got it now. He's got a great distance there. Motto in second place with Mama Gonna Fudge You in third, ahead of RPD Racer. Now this is where we see what RPD Racer has got. He's really got to dig deep in that Ferrari and go on the attack. We saw him very defensive in the first race. Now we're going to see a different side of RPD Racer, ladies and gentlemen. He's got to dig deep and he's got to find his battle cry. That's his battle cry. So Motto in second place with Mama Gonna Fudge in trouble now from RPD Racer, but RPD Racer has picked up a penalty because he's a very naughty boy. Raven in fifth, he'll be happy about that, but he's got his own hands full with Risque coming in fast and strong in his pug. Dubs in seventh, and also a very naughty boy. Oil Pressure in eighth, so Oil Pressure's lost that position to the other German manufacturer. This will not do. See, it's not just the Asians. I do it to the Europeans as well. This will not stand. We will not stand for this. That's what they're saying at BMW right now. Who else can I imagine? G'day, sport. Throw another prawn on the barbie. See? And, to be sure. To be sure with you. Although I'm quite offended by that because I'm quarter Irish. It's not funny, is it, actually? And, g'day. Yeehaw, Pilgrim. For the hornblower. So, Old Dude then. Out there in the lead. I've upset everyone now, so no one can say it's racist. It's because I've done it to everyone. Old Dude then leads the way with a Motto in second place, and Mama Gonna Fudge You up is in third place as RPD Racer trying to dig deep, trying to find a bit more pace to come at them. Oh, I wouldn't dare go for the Scottish. No, I know the line. I know the line. The Scots will actually kill me. I couldn't dream of it. I wouldn't dare. My good golly gosh. You don't mess with the jocks, sir. Please. Trainspotting is still one of the best films ever made. Do you kidding me? So, old dude out there in the lead with Motto in second place. Mama Gonna Fudge You is in third spot with RPD Racer in fourth. Then we've got Raven in fifth with Risky. I love how you say, oh, I tell you what, Fud. I love how you say food. It's brilliant. Fud is my favourite. What Fud do you want? I can't do Scottish. I can't. I daren't. Something in my brain stops me from doing it. Risky there in sixth. Oh, there's a loose. Hey, all right, I know Scottish. I do know Scottish from an advert from my childhood. There's a moose loose about this hoose. There you go. I did one. There's a moose loose about this hoose. So there you go, old dude out there in the lead with Motto in. So there is a race going on. Not just me trying to do really bad impressions of foreign countries, foreign accents. So Mama Gonna Fudge You in third place, but RPD Racer keeping a very close eye on that action. Raven has lost that pack now. He's just thinking of the guys behind him. Risky is closing in. Risky a 14.4 last time out, with Raven doing a 13.7. So Raven, no, answering the Risky with a very good lap time. And it's a battle here for the podium. Old dude may have dipped. He's bounced. He's bolted. He's gone. But he's gunned it. But Motto, Mama Gonna Fudge and the Ferrari of RPD Racer are still close in the battle. And Vodkarov saying that was one of the best ads ever. It was fantastic, that ad. Wine gums, ladies and gents, if you ever want to know. The moose loose about this hoose, I'm pretty sure it was wine gums for some reason. I don't know why wine gums had anything to do with mooses looses about any hooses, and the Scottish indeed. And it had a really cool tune, but I can't remember the tune, so I couldn't tell you. RPD Racer had a weird lag jump then, and it seemed to have cost him time for some reason. So I think it was an edit there. God edited whatever happened out with the Matrix. Oh, again for RPD Racer. He absolutely sends it into spoon, doesn't he? And again, he ballerinaed that. Absolutely ballerinaed that. And Raven up into fourth place now. Old dude, as he's gone. He's on to round 7 now, ladies and gentlemen. And Motto up and into second. So Motto has got past Mama Gonna Fudge You. Did I miss that? I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Too much fenanikin and messing about. And Vodkarov saying, I can remember the tune. Oh, you can remember the tune. See, I just know. No, I'm not even going to try, because in my head I feel like I hear a tune, but I couldn't emulate it with my lips. That's what she said. Oh, dude, out there in the lead with Motto on. Well, Motto, I'm pretty sure, has got past Mama Gonna Fudge You somewhere along the way. I don't know how, though, because Mama Gonna Fudge You had a fantastic lap that last time around against Motto, anyway. So, but these two hard at it. Raven up to fourth now. Dubs in fifth with Risky in sixth. RPD Racer in the Ferrari again, looking sideways action, and wheels absolutely lit up. And it looks like the Ferrari is struggling. Something has gone wrong. Lift and coast, RPD Racer. Lift and coast. Isn't that the Ferrari way nowadays? Oil pressure in 8th place. Looking to pick up a 7th there, and again the Ferrari off the road, and it's a struggle there for RPD Racer with netcode and the driving at the moment. He's holding them up. Learner driver and Pedals all coming in to action here behind the Ferrari. Old Dude is flying at the moment out in the lead. We are 14 minutes, coming up to 15 minutes into this 25-minute race. Old Dude absolutely slinging Pug out in the lead, with Motto in the high and dry in second place, and Mama Gonna Fudge You in the Renault. Raven in the little 4C Alpha in fourth, with Dubs in fifth. So he got himself past Oil Pressure some time ago. So Dubs absolutely flying there in fifth place, with Risky in sixth, RPD Racer in seventh, Oil Pressure in eighth, with Pedals there lined up in ninth. Shall we get on board with Pedals for a little bit in the Gazoo Racing? It's a lovely internal part of the car there, isn't it? It looks great inside the Supra. And Vodkarov saying, I just googled it, still funny. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, yeah, I tell anyone, look up the Wine Gums advert from the 90s, I think. The 90s, man, super decade, gotta say. I know I grew up in it, but it's a super decade. Pedals then down around the outside, beautiful move. Learner Driver though, not having it. Comes through, no Oil Pressure. Where's Learner Driver? Oh, Learner Driver is thereabouts, trying to fight his way through. And Pedals then, was it Oil Pressure he tried to go down the outside of? It must have been. These three hard at it in a tight battle here. On board with Learner Driver in 10th place. Old Dude leads. Mama Gonna Fudge You has taken back second place from Motto. Them two in a bit of a battle. And we're sat here in 10th. Ooh, and just ahead you can see a little battle there. Risky dropping down. And the Ferrari starting to try and ascend through the pack again. And we're on board with the Alfa Romeo. And Pedals putting a wheel out on the dirt, looking like he's struggling to get around the hairpin there, giving Learner Driver Tabishur a chance. I'm a H double OD. Lola scum is what they say about me. I'm a H double OD. And so that's Learner Driver then giving it some big welly, and Pedals riding the outside of the spoon and keeping it together. Oil Pressure in 8th place at the moment, trying to check out from this battle here. Risky in 7th, being taken by the Ferrari, who is driving with a absolute mission to get himself back up into some good point scoring positions. Dubs in 5th place. Great drive from Dubs at the moment, with Raven in 4th, Motto in 3rd. Looks like Motto 15-7, 14-3, and that is why Mama Gonna Fudge You is in 2nd place, with Motto down in 3rd. And Motto, yeah, the Genesis using up its tyres. We're at 18.5 minutes, and the Genesis is using up its tyres quite generously. Where Raven, not so bad on the tyre wear. I think it's because that car weighs nothing. And Mama Gonna Fudge You's tyres not too bad as well, but Old Dudes are starting to go the way of used. So Old Dude still leads though, and he's got a great distance betwixt himself and 2nd place. Mama Gonna Fudge You. Podium last time out. Looks like another podium for MGF, with Motto in 3rd place, Raven in 4th. We've got Dubs in 5th, and then coming through we've got RPD Racer, who will be absolutely fuming with himself in and his Ferrari. It seemed jittery, didn't it? Very jittery in the corners. Risky as well in the Peugeot, not performing how he wanted it to perform. and his tyres are chewed up rotten with oil pressure, learner driver and pedals coming at him. And Vodka Rob saying it's Maynard's wine gums and they switched mousse for juice, didn't they? Oh, is it? There's juice loose about this house, sorry. So pedals then having a bit of a moment in Spoon as learner driver goes for the move on oil pressure. Learner driver absolutely slinging Alfa Romeo, and he gets it up and into 8th place for the Irishman. Absolute driving like a legend, and oil pressure feeling that one. He felt that one hurt. So oil pressure slipping down the order, and Risky in 7th, chasing down the Ferrari, and the Ferrari has absolutely dipped. Dubs doing a superb job in the Cayman in 5th place, with Raven 4th. Motto in 3rd. Now is the tyre situation coming into play. We're at 21 minutes virtually. Old Dude out there in the lead. It looks pretty solid from Old Dude at the moment. Mama Gonna Fudge You in 2nd, with Motto a little wide there. I think Motto is feeling that pain from the tyres as Raven tries to come in. Raven with a 15.0 last time around. Motto with a 14.8, but Motto's out wide. Motto's out wide, and here comes Raven. Raven through. Raven up and into 3rd place. And Motto then struggling with the tyres. Still 4 minutes left of racing, and there's a Porsche just down the road that wants to have a go at the high and dry. Old Dude then leads the way, and remember those tyres, you need the grip here. You just slide off the road, just slide sideways off the road, and so the tyres a big issue when they go for some of these drivers. Some tracks you can kind of get away with it, drive around them, but Suzuka, you need that full grip in the corners if you want to commit. So Raven up to 3rd. Motto trying to come back on this one, but Motto's tyres have seen better days, although he's very close to Raven at the moment, having a little sniff, a whiff and a go for it. Oh, he's gonna have no grip. Don't go up the inside, you'll take both of you out. Ooh, mama. And Raven going a little wide there, but staying just slightly ahead of Motto as Motto tries to late break it into the chicane side by side, and Motto wrestles that position back, and Raven finds himself off the road, and one for the stewards, I think, as Dubs, oh no, where's Motto? There's Dubs. So Raven losing the position to Dubs. I just in case there was no room left, I don't think there was contact between Motto and Raven. It just didn't look like there was a lot of racing room at the edge of the road there. So, but Raven may have gone off anyway with the way he entered the corner. Who knows? That's why stewards are there, and I'm not one of them. So Dubs then in 4th place. Now Dubs is really smoking. Now he's really he's toking on the bong. And Craig saying, good day, sir. Well, hello, Craig B. in the chat. So Dubs then smoking with the high grade, and Raven he just went in a little hard with Motto there. He looked like he wanted a podium position. Motto's tyres seeing better days. Mama Gonna Fudge keeping it solid, keeping it on the road as Old Dude. His tyres are gone, but he's keeping good pace because he's got no one giving him any pressure, you see, so he can modify his braking and drive the car the way he wants to drive. This is why you've got to get really up in their area. You've got to give them some stress, force their late braking, force their hand in the corners, and but at the moment no one forcing anyone in the top 3, and they're driving almost perfectly. Raven 4th, RPD Racer in the Ferrari in 5th place. Fastest man on the track back in lap 2, and no one has contested that lap time. Dubs in 6th. Now didn't Dubs move up? Has Dubs had an off? after bigging him up. His tyres are pretty hurt though, aren't they? And now Learner Driver on the move in the 4C here, come late in the race. And yeah, it looks like Dubs had a bit of an off in this lap. Ooh, 11 seconds lost in this lap alone. And that's put, yeah, because he got ahead of Raven, didn't he? Of course, because Raven had a bit of an off. So Raven back up and into 4th place. And RPD Racer, the Ferrari we saw spinning out of this race from what, 3rd, 2nd, is slowly rising to the top. 5th place for RPD Racer. Dubs finishes the race in 5th. I didn't know it was that time already. My word. Pedals comes home in 7th. That's not bad. Oil Pressure in 8th, just ahead of Risky. Why is that jumped up there? Risky in 9th. Then Learner Driver in 10th. Wasn't he doing better than that? Oh, he's had a bad lap this lap. And the Hornblower coming home in 11th. And the Hornblower has had better races. This is one he'd want to forget. But he does drive on the rickety edge. It's beautiful to see. Old Dude then a little wide there. And Mama Gonna Fudge You is in the periphery. But I think Old Dude has got this one under control as Motto fights with his tyre wear as well. Ahead of Raven as the Ferrari still in play. Don't count him out yet. But Old Dude looks like he's got the job done. Missed out in race 1 to the Ferrari. And given another chance, he does the job properly this time. So Old Dude bringing the Group 4 Peugeot around Spoon to look for the win. Motto ahead of Raven. Raven has got a chance. He's got the pace. He's got the grip. But Motto, he's got some mad skills, has the high and dry driver. RPD Racer, winner of the first race. And the tragic start to this race is closing in. Old Dude then coming through Casio. And around the final corner to take the win. Great drive from Old Dude. Superb stuff. Mama Gonna Fudge You in 2nd with Motto rounding out that podium. Or is he? Because look at Raven right there in his tail. And no, Motto comes through 3rd. Raven 4th. And RPD Racer grabs himself a solid 5th place. Beautiful stuff, ladies and gents. Old Dude, what a win. Good work from Old Dude. And Mama Gonna Fudge You. Solid drive in the Renault to get 2 podiums. Motto, a fine drive through the pack and finally ending the day with a podium. Raven always there, always giving the leaders something to think about. RPD Racer, an unfortunate 2nd race, but an absolutely solid 1st race for the Ferrari driver. He should be pleased with the work done today. Dubs, fantastic stuff from Dubs there. He probably gutted because he lost a couple of positions somewhere along the way to the Ferrari and maybe to Raven, but other than that, solid drive from the Porsche driver. Pedals in 7th, ahead of Oil Pressure in the end in 8th. Risky in 9th, with Learner Driver coming home in 10th, and the Hornblower in 11th. And it doesn't look like Stretchy made it to the end of this one, unfortunately. So in the chat then, Razorback saying, great job as always, Thingy. Thanks for what you do. Hey, it's my pleasure. And Vodka Rob saying, are you doing URL Sunday comms, Thingy? I'm not. I've retired from the Sunday comms. I think Darren, Idle 4, is doing the ones I was going to be doing. So, yeah, no, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, I'm afraid. So I told him I'm taking this season as a break from the URL Sunday evening racing. And yeah, I'm enjoying the free time. Can you tell? All right then. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to the Gran Turismo Oldies admin team and the whole group, really. It takes a village to get these races organised and up and running. Thank you to all our pilots, our pro sim racers, for turning up each week and giving it their all, getting their balls out and letting us look at them. We like it. And thank you to you guys in the world that bother with me on YouTube and interact and do all the things that, you know, YouTube like. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for all the keeping me company. And Vodka saying, oh, right. And Vodka saying, I retired from racing for the time being as well. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with all of I'm two replays behind with these guys. This is round 6. They've done round 8, I think. They'll be doing round 9 this weekend. So, yeah, I was just falling too far behind, and I was just like, something's got to give. I was going to stop all of them. I was going to, like, at the end of each season, I was going to say, right, I'm not doing your next season. But I've kind of, like, agreed to do the Virtual Racers Club because I'm soft. And I agreed to the Academy, I think, as well. So, yeah, it's not worked out as well. It's only URL, really. But I was doing three different things for URL. So I just thought, well, URL can ease back, can't they? Anyway, you don't want to know about my schedule and my dealings. So, Deltona, baby, Craig said. Yeah, I'm not missing out on the Deltonas. Trust me, they're the best. And they oh, yeah, I was going to take a break after the Deltonas, but now they've announced they're using the DTMs for next season. So how can I say no to that? The big Audi DTM monster. So I can't say no to that either, can I? So, it's I mean, it's a big choice on cars as well. The thing is with the URL Sunday, the last 2 or 3 car choices have been absolutely pants, and it's not fun for me. It's not fun for me when they don't pick a good car. I had to race in one with Swifts, which was absolutely bore fest. And that's pretty much what stopped me from racing. I was like, never again. And then, and then I did a whole season of the Genesis, and I'm not slagging the Genesis. It's a nice car and all, but it doesn't grab me as a racing car. You got things like Ferraris and Lambos and Porsches, and they went and picked a bloody saloon like a bloody salesman. Don't worry. So I didn't think it was a great choice of car. Anyway, but that's not even these guys. This is URL. That's I'm trying to catch up on replays anyway, peoples, and I will try and get through them. And you never know, I might be able to get onto the Gran Turismo Oldies before the end of the weekend and get their round 7 up and running. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that one. Thank you guys for all your involvement and getting involved and being involved and just involvement in general. And Vodkov saying, I always hated that they would never race the Nord as well. Yeah, well, racing the Nord is so much fun. Commentating on the Nord is not. It's such a shit track. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Cheerio, peace and love. Peace and love.